Okay, last video of the day. I am making tartar sauce. That is yogurt and that sauerkraut. Keep talking about that good old sauerkraut, right? Probably equal parts there. Probably, I already started mixing on accident. I forgot I was getting ready to video this. So my bad. So anyway, that's tartar sauce. Now, why can't I just have regular tartar sauce? Well, follow carnivore diet, as I said before. And we do something called the living carnivore diet, which is using fermented vegetables, sauerkraut namely, and good fermented yogurt. Well, there you go. Sorry, the light ain't working right there, but anyway. You can hear that in the background. That is the last of my lunch. Cooking a piece of fish and some duck fat. Nope. That's sticking. Let it go too long. That happens. Okay. Ain't gonna make the most nicest looking piece of fish. It'll be alright. It'll be edible. Main thing I was wanting to show you here was the tartar sauce. There's no mayonnaise in it, just good Greek yogurt, obviously. And, of course, fish is fish. I will show you one other thing on this fish, though, when I pull it out. You may or may not like, I don't know. As I said, we do living carnivore, which means things that are fermented. And so there's one little bonus to this. Keep this one from sticking. That fish sticks real easy. Step away for just a minute to show you that tartar sauce. Stuck on me, and I got duck fat in here. You can buy duck fat. I actually found this duck fat at Walmart. I don't know if that's the best quality one or not, but it's pure duck fat, so I wasn't going to worry too much about it. That's what I was after, so that's what I got. Probably a better way to do this. This is sticking to the pan pretty badly. If I had to do it again, I'd probably do this a little differently. I'll cook it over here and see if I can get it to stay in that oil. That's really sticking pretty bad. No mind. I'm going to eat it anyway. This is the last of my lunch for today. The last of my one meal for the day. I do living carnivore, one meal a day. And I'm not going to go into what all I've done with that. Obviously lost weight. That wasn't why we started carnivore, my wife and I. We didn't start it for that reason. I started on it on my own because I was dying. I developed skin cancer. I had type 2 diabetes. Had heart arrhythmia. And was set up to go into congestive heart failure. I was dying. And you all fish up on there. It's all fish, even though it came apart. I don't care. I'm going to eat it just the same. Trying to keep that thing from sticking anymore, but I have not done a very good job of it. Hopefully you do better with yours. Well, that's got to be close to done. Fish don't take very long. Probably been in there 5 minutes. Maybe I didn't use enough of that duck fat. I only used about a spoonful. Probably could use a lot more than that. Probably made my mistake. But don't use seed oils. Like don't be no Crisco or nothing. If you can handle bacon fat, I would suggest using bacon fat. That is got to be the best lubricant for cooking is bacon fat. Wife and I have gotten to where we can't hardly handle bacon fat anymore, though, because there's just so much in bacon. They don't. It's hard to find a good clean bacon, and none of the store-bought bacon's clean. It's all got sugar or something in it. So, all right. Well, that's as close as you're gonna get right there. Get the rest of that fish out of there so don't burn the pan. Like I said, I don't care that I made a mess with it. That's all right. It's going to look a whole lot worse when it goes in my belly. I don't much care. Not a vain man. Would have looked nicer if I'd have got it right, but that is okay. Kind of keep that together a little bit. Okay, for the last part of this, set that right there. Actually, I'll set it right here. Bounce the camera around a little bit. So now I'm going to put tartar sauce on a plate. And then one last thing we're going to do. Okay, so I mentioned earlier, we do the living carnivore diet. By the way, there's the duck fat. It's just called Fat Works. Found it at Walmart, like I said. So last thing I'm going to do now is I used to put a lot of hot sauce on my shrimp. And then I got to where I can't have red pepper. And so something I always loved on my fish was malted vinegar. Well, it turns out I can have vinegar. Vinegar is nothing more than fermented wine. So if you know all about the vinegar, you know the mother, all that, that's basically all bacteria, all microbes in there. And something you may have never thought of was using apple cider vinegar on fish. Well, let me tell you, it doesn't taste a whole lot different than malted vinegar. And I've already done this before, so I already know it works. Dribble some of that on there, and I like quite a bit of it, so of course I put quite a bit of it on there. But that adds a whole nother flavor. Now I've thought about trying it in the tartar sauce, but I haven't tried that yet because I'm trying to keep that tartar sauce thick. I like thick tartar sauce. So the fish is done. It's flaky, it's good. We'll throw some of that on there, and I've already tried this before, so I know this is good. But I haven't tried the duck fat yet. Let's see what it tastes like. Oh yeah, that's good. That duck fat has a nice flavor. I will say this, it'd have been better if it was crispy. That's my own fault. I didn't do a very good job of cooking it. But the tartar sauce, you can't screw that up. Just strain you out a little bit of sauerkraut. Good sauerkraut, not the crap they sell next to the pickles. I can't emphasize that enough. Do not buy name brand sauerkraut. If you read the label, all it is vinegar, spices, and cabbage. Real sauerkraut only has 3 ingredients: water, salt, cabbage. There's nothing else needs to go into sauerkraut. And it's delicious. Okay? Wow. That's real good. I'm going to smack my lips. I'm going to eat.